What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. Some brilliant news to bring to you today. Tottenham and the police, after long discussions and looking into it and looking at the cameras,
extensive
investigation, which looks at every single fan in the stadium. And they got lip readers involved in everything, but Tottenham fans have been cleared of racial abuse to Anthony Rudiger.
It's not that they've been cleared of racial abuse, it's they haven't found any evidence to support the claim that there was racial abuse in the game, which
they can't take the case further.
Yeah, the police have closed it. They've said they've found no evidence. It's not just Spurs looking into this. The police have also obviously taken all the evidence that Spurs have given them and looked at all the CCTV footage, and they can't find any evidence that Rudiger was racially abused. And given the fact that Spurs cover every single fan with all their CCTV cameras in the ground, and there was professional lip readers involved, it's got a point to that probably didn't happen. I think it's important to say at this point that all the people on social media saying Rudiger has to apologise, Rudiger this, Rudiger that, it's not the time to start criticising Rudiger and saying that he was wrong to accuse the fans of racism. He heard what he thought he heard. I don't think he was lying. It's just that I think maybe English isn't his first language, and I think when he's in a foreign country and he probably misheard what he thought was a racist abuse. It's very hard to distinguish noises when there's 60,000 people chanting things, and I think it's just a sad reality. That's just one of those things. But I think it's important that the statement Spurs made, and that there's no evidence, and it's important to point that out.
Yeah, it's more the fans on social media and the media straight away branding Spurs fans as racist more need to apologise than Anthony Rudiger probably. And you're innocent until found guilty in this day and age. But Anthony Rudiger, this is his second offence for kind
not
of...
offence, but...
Not offence, yeah. Offence is a strong word, but it's his second time this has happened where he's kind of called out racism and no racism has been found. I'm not saying that's his fault, but on the flip side of that, what I'm hearing, the chants that he thought was racism, was monkey chants, was a chant that was who let the ids out, which can be can be called as like monkey chants, which can sound like monkey chants. What I'm saying.
Yeah, and and especially if you don't know the chant yourself and you just hear a load of Spurs fans chanting that kind of thing, it's quite easy to mistake that for racist abuse. I think you make a good point in terms of the media. They definitely jumped the gun on this story. Pundits saying this is all politicians' fault. These things are happening when it didn't actually happen. I think Spurs, the name of Tottenham was dragged through the gutter for a few days, especially following that incident. And I think it's important that the media acknowledge that this report from Spurs, I think it's hard to dispute it, especially because the police are involved. It's not like it's hard to argue there's a cover-up going on here if there actually was racist abuse found. And Spurs have a proud history of being anti-racist, of being multicultural, of being inclusive. And I think that should be acknowledged. And I think it's a good thing that no evidence is found of racism, and I think the media should acknowledge that.
Yeah, and I just want to say racists will not be accepted at Tottenham, really.
No racism at all, bar none.
Yeah, exactly, bar none. And that should really go for all walks of life, not just at Tottenham Hotspur, but that's what it is at the moment.
Yeah, and it's important to know the only person actually charged with a crime for racist abuse in that game was a Chelsea fan as well.
Exactly, for racial abuse on Heung-min Son on the day. But anyway, just wanted to bring you that story. FA Cup draw coming now, so switch over to the live stream, which we're going to bring you for the FA Cup draw. Like, subscribe and comment below. And as always, come on you Spurs.